So Mexico now just 6 victories away from winning the World Cup, as I have predicted.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Really. Greg Lawless alongside Jesse Marsh. Welcome to MLSsoccer.com's Brazil Bound, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage. And yes, Mexico 1-0 victors over Cameroon thanks to a second-half goal from Oribe Peralta. And I have even more hope and optimism that the Mexican team is going to go all the way and lift the trophy in the end, as loco as he might think I am.
A win against Cameroon, that's enough?
Yes.
Okay.
In my mind, that's enough to build the optimism. Let's put it that way. And I actually have 3 reasons why. Number 1, Giovanni Dos Santos had the best game he's had for Mexico since that Gold Cup final when he thrashed the United States almost single-handedly. He was the focal point for the attack. He had 2 legitimate goals called back.
That part I agree with.
And he actually ended up creating the goal that Peralta finished in the end. Number 2, as tough as it is maybe for me to say this as a U.S. national team fan, Rafa Marquez had a very good game. He was tight in the back. He did not let them have too many chances from the Cameroon side.
Yeah, maybe you learned that from Red Bulls.
Maybe. There you go. And number 3, they had a great amount of joy on the flanks. The Mexican wingers were very, very quick. They were good on the ball, and they were causing lots of problems for Cameroon. That's where the danger really came.
Yeah, I do give credit to Aguilar and Layun because I felt both of them were able to push the Cameroon midfield back.
Yep.
But I look at what Cameroon did tactically, and I wonder why they allowed their outside midfielders to play like outside backs. And often Cameroon looked like they were playing with a line of 6. Yeah. And that just allowed Mexico to catch passes in the midfield and start making little combinations and penetrating plays that caused Cameroon trouble all game.
So you just said tactically from the Cameroon side, though. Was it a tactical decision on the Cameroon side, or was that Mexico actually being proactive, as Jurgen Klinsmann likes to always say, and taking it to them?
Well, it's interesting because there aren't a lot of teams in the world that play like Mexico plays. They use those outside midfielders to run up and down and be almost like outside backs at times, and then also like wingers. So they were able to really attack from the wings, and Cameroon hasn't seen much of that. So you have to give Mexico credit, but I don't think that the tactical plan from Cameroon was good enough.
Now, what about things you didn't like about Mexico?
Well, I still worry for sure about set pieces. Every time there's a foul around the box or a corner kick, I get nervous for Mexico and Mexican fans. And for them to be successful, they're going to have to cut those out, and they're going to have to deal now with some very good attacking players and runs in the box.
All right, well, Mexico's next game is against Brazil. That should be easy, right? No problem. That's certainly on the road to the World Cup final.
That'll be a great test.
You got to beat Brazil. And, you know, we have a comment from one of an earlier episode here that comes in from Austin Coover about this game, and he's actually talking about Brazil getting ready for Mexico. A nervy start is to be expected from a team under so much pressure. He's talking about Brazil here. Brazil's second game against Mexico will more likely be the deciding game in the tournament for them. If they shake the nerves and play their game well, they will be the undisputed favorite. If they lose to Mexico, however, ... How's the Mexican team going to do against this Brazilian team, do you think?
Well, if Mexico plays like they did today, then I think they have a chance. And if Brazil has another lackluster performance, then it will make it very interesting. But I expect that Brazil will have a chance to scout Mexico, see how they play, make their adjustments, and I think Brazil will have a lot of the game and a lot of the ball, which will test Mexico defensively. So that'll be interesting to watch.
I think Mexico is going to have to do what Croatia did a little bit, come out very hard early on, get some possession, get some confidence, especially
get themselves in the game.
Get themselves in the game.
Yeah.
Now, if you have any comments or questions, let us know below in the comments section, or hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag BrazilBound. If we use one of your comments in our next episode, you'll get some cool Castrol swag.
Ho! Hup.
Good touch. Good touch there. That's it for Brazil Bound, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage. I'm Greg Lawless alongside Jesse Marsh. We'll talk to you next time.
Bad throw.
Yeah, really. Come on.
Bad throw.
Wow.